Okay, we've all been there, right? You bite into a perfectly ripe peach or a super crisp apple. It's just one of the best things. But have you ever, really stopped to wonder why it's so good? Well, today we're gonna peel back the skin on that very mystery. No, I mean, really think about it for a second. Why would a plant put in all that work, all that energy, to create something that seems so perfectly designed for us to enjoy? The answer is, well, it's absolutely fascinating. And I'm willing to bet it's not what you think. So let's get into it. Because here's the thing, it's not a gift. That incredible taste, it isn't some generous present from Mother Nature. Nope, it's actually a contract. A brilliant, ancient business deal with really specific terms and conditions struck between two parties you might not expect. So, to really wrap our heads around this deal, we first have to understand the single biggest problem that pretty much every plant on Earth has to solve. And it's so simple. Plants can't move, right? A tree is literally rooted to the spot. It can't just get up and walk away. So, how on earth is it supposed to get its kids, its seeds, out into the world to find a new place to grow? Okay, so this is where we kind of have to flip our whole perspective. We think the fruit is the star of the show, right? But for the plant, the fruit is just the bait. It's the fancy packaging. The seeds, they're the main characters. Because think about it, if those seeds just drop right below the parent tree, they're going to be in a brutal competition for sunlight, for water. It's a total recipe for failure. The mission then is simple. Get those seeds as far away as possible. And that dilemma, well, that brings us to the solution. And it's honestly one of the smartest, most successful partnerships in the entire history of life. So here it is, the terms of the deal. On one side, the plant offers up a fantastic payment, a delicious, high-energy meal, advertised with bright, eye-catching colors and an amazing smell. And what does the animal offer in return? A free courier service. It eats the fruit, travels somewhere else, and then, well, it deposits the seed in a new home, complete with its own little pile of natural fertilizer. It's a perfect win-win situation. The whole process is just brilliantly simple, but it's so effective. The animal eats, it travels, it deposits the seed, and a new plant grows. That's it. Those 4 steps created this powerful engine that let flowering plants spread to just about every corner of the planet. It's just an incredibly elegant system. But hold on, it gets even smarter than that. This whole deal isn't just some random free-for-all. Oh no. Plants have evolved to be incredibly specific about when they put the offer on the table and who they make that offer to. Just think about an unripe piece of fruit. You know, it's sour, it's hard, it's usually green. That's the plant basically screaming, "Not yet, the seeds aren't ready, stay away." But once those seeds are mature, the fruit completely transforms. The sugar levels skyrocket, the color bursts into a bright red or a vibrant yellow, and it starts sending out this amazing aroma. That's the big sign flashing, "We are open for business." And get this, the plant doesn't want just any delivery service. It wants the perfect courier for the job. So over millions and millions of years, different fruits have basically been custom designed to attract very specific customers. I mean, check this out. Birds, they have amazing color vision. So plants that want birds as their courier developed these small, bright red berries that are super easy to spot and just swallow whole. Now, bats fly at night, they rely on smell. So fruits for them have these really strong, pungent odors. And then there's primates like us who just love sugar. So you get these big, super sweet fruits like bananas and mangoes, designed just for them. And here is the big twist. That banana you had for breakfast, it wasn't actually made for you. It was designed for a monkey or some other primate. We humans, we're just late to the party. We're basically intercepting deliveries that were meant for someone else. So what's the ultimate engine driving this whole incredible system? Well, it all boils down to one of the most powerful forces in all of biology. Okay, but there's probably a question nagging at you right now. For this whole system to work, there's one really important detail. Wouldn't the seed get completely destroyed by all the stomach acid on its trip through the digestive system? And that is a great question. But don't worry, the plant has already thought of that. This might be my favorite part of the whole story. The plant has designed its seeds to have these super tough outer shells. So not only do they survive the journey, but for a lot of seeds, that trip is actually helpful. The stomach acids actually help to wear down that tough coating, making it easier for the seed to sprout later. The plant is literally borrowing the animal's gut for a little seed prep spa day. How cool is that? And all of this ties back to that powerful force we mentioned, natural selection. Just imagine two ancient trees side by side. One of them makes fruit that's just a little bit sweeter than the other. Now, which tree do you think the animals are going to visit more? The sweeter one, obviously. So its seeds get spread more often and more widely, which means it has more baby trees. You repeat that process over millions of years, and you're constantly selecting for the tastiest, the brightest, the most delicious fruits. So, what this all really means is that the amazing deliciousness of the fruit in your kitchen is no accident at all. It's the end result of a fierce, ages-long competition. The fruits we eat today are, quite simply, the evolutionary winners. So, now that we've uncovered this secret deal, it leaves us with one last really interesting thought to keep in mind. So, yeah, the next time you pick up a piece of fruit, just ask yourself, who was this really for? Was this apple originally meant for a bear? Was this berry designed for a bird? When you eat it, you're not just having a snack. You're taking part in a brilliant, ancient story that literally shaped the world we live in. You're participating in evolution.